Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and holy mother of God, we are back. What you are seeing here is a parlay I made for my completely free Discord. I don't charge a dime for this, but this wonderful person here put $25 on the three-legger that I gave on a three-game slate, and he won $4 grand. Yikes! I don't think I've ever put $25 on a three-leg parlay, but he very smart person this day. Now that it hit, yeah, of course. Let me just show you real quick on my Discord. So welcome, blah blah blah. So I have Steve's daily picks. I also do have an MLB write up, but I put all my parlays in here, and I do this because Reddit steals my plays. The football one was one off. We needed Hopkins, so that lost. So this is confusing, I know, but on the top it says parlay Devers, Acuna, and then add Herrera if you want a three leg. Simple as that. I know it's a little more difficult when I have all this crap on here, but I don't want Reddit stealing my picks. And I at everyone, so that notifies everybody in the server. These are the picks. This is the parlay, and then boom. I have been getting absolutely blown up. This community is hilarious and amazing, and I love you all. You all know who I'm talking about. But real quick, I'm still I'm just overwhelmed right now by all the messages. But this person also put the three. Not everyone put the three-legger in. Some of them did like different combinations of the three, which is perfectly fine. I'm like, obviously in hindsight, we know it hit. But just to show an example of a $5, he even boosted it. If you put $5 on it, boosted on FanDuel, you would have won $9.27. So that's pretty good. See, this is one of the two-leggers, $2.40 on a $10 bet. This is one of our. Wow, he put $90 on Devers. Okay, very nice bet. Here's another three-legger. See, $1 paid 170. That's pretty good. And 8.25. So yeah. FanDuel bet 365, 5 for 125. Robles, yeah, this guy, he's probably one of the best gamblers I've ever seen in my life. This guy is amazing at what he does. He's a positive EV gambler, and I swear to you, he posts slips every day of him winning. He hit for 1,700 here, 179, yeah, two leg same game parlay. He must have had Devers and Herrera here for 491. Holy crap, what a day. Doobie hit. Doobie's really good at singles, and he did my parlay. By the way, hiding the amount you bet and win is perfectly acceptable. You don't have to show how much you win. Obviously, it's cool to show, though. So, 5 for 880. So, all these people tailed me completely free. I'm just saying, I'm just doing this because baseball is one of my favorite sports, and it's just a hobby I've done for a long time. So, yeah, that was fun. That was yesterday. So, anyways, we continue. Let's see if anything's going on in these games. San Diego tied it. Okay. Sweet. Well, it's been a really freaking fun Monday. 3-game slate. Go figure, right? Maybe smaller slates are easier because you have a smaller player pool. I don't know. I just got lucky. Let's be honest. I got lucky. See, 3-game slate. I'm absolutely getting blown up right now. Love seeing everyone eat. Great environment. Big truck. Should make a podcast. I do want to do more, just when you have a full-time job, or what can I do? If I played video games or just talk to you guys, would you watch? I don't tell me, honestly, or if I just went live and we just all talk together, would we like that? Give me some ideas of other stuff we can do, and that would help get me monetized on YouTube too, which I'm not insanely worried about, because you need an insane amount of views to make good money. And I'm saying, even if I made $100 a month, that's money, right? But we're mostly banking on the picks here. Taki, move your head. All right, I had to close the door. Okay. Wow, this is crazy. So, Tuesday, the last Dinger Tuesday of the year. I don't know if FanDuel's giving. I'm sorry, I'm still dying. I don't know if FanDuel's giving boosts. Are they? I don't know. I'm actually on a betting break. I didn't even make the parlay, by the way. Like Scout's honor, I can show you my FanDuel. I did not make the parlay, so I'm just saying, like, I'm on a break and I'm still doing this for you guys because this is so freaking fun. Honestly, yeah, you guys send me tips, but like, wow, this is insane. Tampa goes to Baltimore. We like that. I like it better than. For some reason, the games in Tampa have been kind of lame lately. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but this I like. Let's see. Make sure the pitching looks good. And once again, Pepiot has been good at home, but on the road, not as good. 4-6 with a blaze it up ERA. Blaze it up, boys. Let's see. He hasn't given up a home run at least his last 5 starts. So I mean, he's been good. Like, the only thing I'll say is it is in Baltimore, but the other thing I'll say is it is Baltimore, right? So it's like something's got to give. I do like Tampa more, but Kramer, he's hit or miss. Like, it is what it is. I think it's a good game to target though, because the wind is blowing out too, 9 miles per hour. So 78 degrees, nice, really nice weather, just a little humid, but that should help home runs. So obviously Lau, and I know he hit on, I think it was Sunday. Caminero, Josh Lau's fine too. I like lefties in Baltimore, so you can even go. Even Seymour had he had pretty low odds for a guy that probably most of us has never heard of, because lefties here are pretty good. Like, it's a good park for you. Like, Gunner's a lefty, Brandon's a lefty, obviously Junior's a righty, but he's just really good. So yeah. Cool. So we like Junior. We like Brandon. I think Bob Seymour, you can take him. I just don't know enough about him to be like, I wouldn't put him in a parlay is what I'm saying. You can take him in a single, but he probably wouldn't be someone I'd put in a parlay. Josh Lau's okay too. Once again, though, I wouldn't put him in a parlay. So if you want to do a teammate parlay of Junior and Brandon, or if you really like someone else, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't do it, but I would prefer, obviously, the 2 chalk guys, right? Even Gunner is okay in this game. I'm okay. He's not that great this year, but I think he's okay. He's not somebody I would chase, but he's okay. And then the other, I do like Cowser and Beavers as well. Beavers at 680. Wow, that's actually really nice. And then this Basayo. So there's a lot of good options. I would focus lefties and Junior. Junior's a righty, like I said, but I would mostly go lefties. But with the wind blowing out to left, that is good for righty. It's good for both, but this is just it's a good looking game, is what I'm getting at. Just remember that Pepiot has not given up home runs recently. So I prefer Tampa. Okay. Detroit and Cleveland. These games are always just, look at the over-under too. These games are always low scoring, and I didn't even see the over-under until as I was saying that, and I assumed it was Scooball versus Williams. I know Scooball has kind of struggled recently, but I still don't think it's really a game you should target. I mean, the over-under is 6.5, 7. I got so many people messaging me. I don't want to show DMs on here. And yeah, so I don't think, with how cold Detroit is too, and Gavin Williams has been really good. I think this is a game just to eliminate, is what I'm getting at. I'm not going to pick someone from this game. That's how I feel about the game. And let's see how they feel about the first odds are 390, and then they just go up from there. So they don't, even FanDuel's trying to bait people into taking this game. Holy crap, look at Stephen Kwan, plus 2,500. And that's because he's lefty-lefty against Scooball. So that's just not, I'm going to say it, and I'm actually going to mean this. Do not bet Stephen Kwan. There you go. Like, I mean it, though. Don't get baited into these odds. The only thing you can consider is maybe live betting him after Scooball comes out, unless he goes all 9 innings because he pitched a complete game. There you go. Pittsburgh goes to Cincinnati. Finally, they go to a hitter's park, which is nice, even though they have been reasonable at home. Singer does not give up a lot of home runs, okay? Singer does not give up a lot of home runs. I will prove it. 17 on the year in 161 innings. Even this Johan, whatever his name is, even he's only got 30 innings for 4 home runs. He's not that bad, though, from what I've seen. Given that, though, it is a great hitter's park. So if you want to target it, obviously Cruz, you get the lefty righty. Actually, let's check the weather just to see. Yeah, wind blowing out. So it looks good. Triolo's okay. But I just wouldn't go heavy on this because as baity as Cincinnati is, like, Singer's not a bad pitcher. If anything, take some Reds. What is going on here? Oh, I'm installing Fortnite for my nephew. My 10-year-old nephew wants to play Fortnite with me. Actually, if anybody wants to play Fortnite with us, let me know. I haven't played it in like 6-7 years or however fucking long it's been. Maybe we could set something up like that. That would be fun to do on stream. And then we could talk sports too. Anyway, continuing. Steer, Benson. I like Benson a lot, actually. If you trust Ellie, I mean, you could take Ellie. Maybe McLean. I usually like Stevenson. He just hasn't been good this year. So I think Pittsburgh, we go Cruz, and I would probably go Cruz and Horowitz, but they're just so random. Like, you could take Reynolds. Like, Triolo hit the other day. York hit the other day. Like, are they going to hit again? Maybe in Cincinnati. I mean, that's a tougher game to pick, honestly, just because Singer's pretty good. But yeah, I would probably just go Reds, unless you're really feeling some Pirates. Let's see what they show. Yeah, they love Cruz. They love Cruz tomorrow because it's in Cincinnati, and then Benson too. Like, those are my two favorite. So it kind of goes to show, just with the odds alone, it goes to show how even FanDuel likes them a lot. All right, Marlins in Philadelphia. Okay, so they go home. Cabrera versus Sanchez. This kind of has that weird feeling like the Marlins are going to win this game for no reason because underdogs win in baseball all the time. Also, wind's blowing out. This is a great hitter's park. I would probably not take any Miami Marlins unless you just went like Ramirez because he's pretty good. Yeah, I would just say Ramirez. And then definitely don't, and I mean, this is what I mean, don't take Marcia against Sanchez if the lefty. That's not a good matchup for him. Sanchez doesn't give up a lot of home runs. But we've seen crazy things happen recently, like when Miami destroyed Skubal, right? I mean, it happens. Like, you never know. It can happen. It's hard to pick a lot of Marlins and be confident in it, Just because the Phillies are my World Series favorite as well. All right, Schwarber, Harper. I mean, most of the obvious Philly guys are good. Schwarber, Harper, Kepler. I'd even be okay with like Marsh or Stott if you want like a longer shot guy. But yeah, Phillies look good here. And then White Sox go to New York. Interesting. So righty. We love lefties in this game. Any lefties, fire them up. I don't care it's Shane Smith. I don't care it's Lewis Gill. Montgomery's overdue. Tauchman's okay. I wouldn't say you have to take Tauchman. Where is Benintendi? Is he hurt? Well, if Benintendi plays, I really like him, and I do like Teal as well. Sosa's fine too. I mean, you don't have to just take lefties, but also keep in mind the Yankees should win this game, so it's like you don't have to go heavy on Red Sox or White Sox either. We like Grisham, we like Judge. I mean, really, just fire up Yankees. Like, Shane, I will just preface this. Shane Smith doesn't give up a lot of home runs from what I remember. 17 and 135 innings. So he's pretty good. But being in New York, the short porch and right field for the lefties, Jazz is good too. Jazz is heating up. And of course, Stanton. So obviously the favorite's Judge. And then I would actually say Judge and Stanton and then go Grisham, Jazz. We're looking good there. 29% chance precipitation. I can't talk. All right, Boston goes to Toronto. I feel like the Blue Jays haven't been home in a long time. This has been a good stadium this year for home runs. Giolito versus Gossman. I've said this in the past. I don't pick against Gossman personally. I'm not doing it for your guys' sake and for my sanity. I'm not picking any Red Sox against Gossman. Now, if Abreu's back, which I like him, but just be careful here. If you like, I'm not going to look at batter versus pitcher. You guys probably will, and I'm going to see like, oh, I love Story today, because he probably has like 4 home runs off him or something, and that's fine. This has been a good stadium for home runs this year, so if you really want someone, take him. But I don't pick against Gossman because he hates me. He just hates me. All right, Toronto. Now Toronto has been pretty cold, so this is a game you don't have to pick from. I mean, you could go Varsho, you could go Springer, Barger, that's all fine. If it were me, if I was betting, like I said, I'm on a break. If I was betting tomorrow, I wouldn't take anyone from this game. So there, we'll leave it at that. Hi, Gracie. My cat wanted to come in. All right, Nats are still in Atlanta. So we got Lord versus Waldrop. Atlanta they've won 9 in a row. Where'd this come from? They just decided at the end of the year, oh, hey, we should win some baseball games. I don't like Nats in this game. Check the weather. Also, Toronto's a dome, so don't worry about that. Good weather, 3 miles per hour, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you really absolutely... Didn't Lyle hurt himself? Is he playing? Is he back? Yeah, he was out today, Monday. So I'd be surprised if he even played here. It is a good hitter's park, but I just can't pick Nats. No, I'm not going to do that. Against Lord Olson, I know he was the only Brave that I have a hit on Monday. And I don't know. You don't have to take him, but it is a good matchup. I'm okay with it. And then I loved Acuna on Monday, and he had his first at-bat. So I like him again. And Lord isn't terrible, but I still think like the top half of the lineup looks good here. Acuna favorite, Olson, Profar, Baldwin's okay too. But we need Baldwin to not do anything, so Horton can win Rookie of the Year. We need that to hit. All right. Mets go to my hometown. Well, sort of. I'm from the north suburbs. But go to Chicago. We got Peterson versus Horton. So we need Horton to have a big game here. The good news for pitchers, the wind's blowing in pretty hard. I'm not supremely afraid of it, especially for lefties. I think lefties are okay here. Obviously, Soto is absolutely 100,000 bazillion % matchup proof. So he's fine here. Alonso's still okay. Nimmo, McNeil, any of the lefties I think are good here. With that said, though, Horton's been great, so I would probably only take Soto and leave it at that. That's who I would take. And then this should be probably a pretty low-scoring game. It's 2 struggling teams, and just the Cubs do need a win, though, like badly. They need a win. And we also need the Brewers to beat San Diego, but that's a close game. All right, as far as the Cubs go, what is with this lineup? Like Santana, Turner. I know Tucker's hurt, but yikes. All right, well, Peterson's been good this year, and the Cubs struggle against lefties. Yeah, I guess I would just say Happ and Swanson here if you want anyone, but be careful in this game. This should be a really low scoring game. Plus, there's a 40% chance of rain, so this is kind of an annoying looking game. I wonder do they have the over under up on here? They didn't have it up on there. It is 7.5. Yeah, that was my guess. Okay, so they're projecting a low scoring game, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm thinking just Soto in this game is really where I would go. All right, Twins, Matthews versus Patrick Corbin, the Rangers. This is just like Buxton's fine. Lewis is fine. But the Twins are terrible right now. So, and I wouldn't take Larnack or Wallner against a lefty. That's if they even start. So really just Buxton and Lewis I would like in this. And Corbin has struggled this year. So, I mean, if you want to try Lee or Vasquez, is Vasquez back? I haven't seen his name in forever. They're fine. But I would just focus Buxton or Lewis in this game on the Twins. All right. Sorry, I needed a drink of water. Rangers, Langford's still good. Berger. I'm still waiting on Garcia till he hits. And then if you want a long shot like Young is fine. Josh Young. But I would just say like Langford and Berger would be my top guys here. It's kind of just like a boring looking game. All right. Royals go to LAA to play the Angels. Great hitters park. Fantastic. The semi-bad news is they have a lefty starting, but I'm pretty sure he's just an opener. So he should only go like an inning if he makes it that far. 2 innings. He's gone 2 innings in both of his starts. So I'm still fine with Vinny. Bobby's obviously great. Garcia, Perez. You can still, like, even Adam Frazier is okay in this game because he's not going to go long. Adam Frazier might not even face him. So if you want any of these long shots like Jensen or Massey, first of all, see what the lineup actually is. I would be surprised if they started these lefties against him. But, yeah, the Royals look really good here. Plus, their offense has gotten pretty hot, so I like them a lot here. And then as far as Angels go, you don't really have to chase Trout anymore since he hit his 400th home run. And he hasn't been good at home this year. So Ward, Adele, Moore, Guzman, those guys are all fine here. And Reagans has struggled this year. He was actually pretty good for a while. Now he's got a 5 ERA. So that looks like a really good game on paper. Wind blowing out. Great hitters park. So I like that game a lot. All right. We got Brown versus Miller. The most basic last names you can get aside from Smith. Sorry if I offended anybody. Just kidding. Rockies in Seattle. Once again, not a good park for hitting. I've got to remind you guys, this is not a good park for hitting. With that said, Miller, sorry, a little hiccup coming there. Miller and Goodman are still okay. Krim, these guys are still fine here if you want to, because Miller has been bad this year. And then, without stating the obvious, the usual Mariners are fine. I would probably go Cal and Suarez and just call it. But Julio's fine. But just don't go heavy in this park. I just really don't like this park. If you want to go long shot, Crawford he's been heating up a little bit. His bat's getting hot as far as home runs go. So I'd be okay with like Crawford. Canzone, probably not. But yeah, Cal and Suarez would be my main focus with Moniak and Goodman. And Blaine Krim, whoever that guy is. But he's pretty good. He's come up and he's hitting. All right. Brewers in San Diego. Zimmerman versus Randy Vasquez. Okay. So, I don't like this park. Also, what was the weather in Seattle? Yeah, the wind's blowing. Oh, no, it's a dome. It's a dome. Never mind. Okay, the wind's finally blowing out Petco, so that's good news. Still don't really like this park that much. Churio, yeah, I mean, this whole team is just so cold right now, and people keep taking you. Like, stop taking Yelich, please. For my sanity, stop taking Yelich. I know he let off today. I was trying to tell people. I even did research on lefties hitting in San Diego, and it's the 5th worst park this whole season. Like, I did it for him, and the only reason, and I'm sorry, I don't want to call you, I'm not going to say your name, I'm not going to call you out or anything, but he still took him only because Yelich was leading off. I just I'm saying this in hindsight. If he hit already, I'd have been like, damn, what a good pick. I'm being completely honest, transparent, anything you want to hear. I'm not, I'm not full of shit. Like I'm just saying, like, I did the basic research, and it just says a lot that lefties do not hit in this park. Not very often, at least. Merrill can, because he's his rookie. Last year's rookie year, he played a bunch of games and he's used to hitting here. But I feel like when you're used to the batter's eye, you can hit there better because he plays more games there. Now watch all the lefties hit on Tuesday. I'm just like, haha. But I hope they do. If you guys take him, I hope y'all hits tomorrow if you take him. And Vasquez is, he's not that great, but he's okay. So what I'm getting at is I just don't really like this. Honestly, I'm okay with Sal because for whatever reason, he's been hitting home runs recently. And then as far as, I don't know who Bruce Zimmerman is, I'll be honest. But he's a lefty, so focus the righties like Tatis, Machado, Laureano. Yeah. Oops, I just hit the back button. So I don't like this game. I just wouldn't pick from it. And I said I like no home run in this game, and so far the only home run in this game is freaking Jose Iglesias. That is insane, by the way. But that says a lot too. All right, Dodgers come to Arizona. Ohtani versus Fott. Sometimes Ohtani gets scratched from his starts, so take this with a grain of salt. I don't know if he's really going to start. But obviously, you can take Ohtani against anybody. Freeman, Muncy are all fine here. Not the best park for home runs, but I think they're okay. Mookie's okay too. And then as far as D-backs against Ohtani, I'm not going to check batter versus pitcher. You guys can and just pick away. But I would probably just say Carroll since he hit on Sunday. I know a lot of people have been chasing Perdomo, but keep in mind this year is an outlier for him as far as home runs. He's hit like 20, whatever, 19. And before that, his career high was like 6. So I don't think I would pick him against Ohtani. But the Dodgers bullpen has been atrocious lately. So feel free to either pregame bet them and hope they hit against Ohtani or later in the game against the bullpen, which you could also live bet too. But this stadium does suck for home runs. So don't go crazy on this game. Dodgers are fine, but yeah. The D-backs have to win. They're in desperation mode to get to the wild card. All right, St. Louis, San Francisco. You know what? I'm going to stop talking shit about this park because my parlay had Herrera and Devers. 2 of the 3 guys in my parlay were in San Francisco. I love this park now. Thank you. Thank you, Herrera and Devers. Like, yeah. Paliente versus, I don't know if I said his name right, versus Logan Webb. Ooh. I'm not going to check the weather because the wind doesn't matter here, as I've stated. Yeah. Herrera's still fine. I put him in the parlay today because he's scorching hot. And I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys to take people that are hot. But almost, and I'm going to say this because he hit, it almost felt like a free square. And his odds on FanDuel when I checked it was like plus 830. And I'm like, screw it. I'm going to put him in the parlay. That technically breaks one of my rules. I usually don't say to put someone that high of odds in a parlay, but it's because it's in San Francisco. The odds are juiced. They're always juiced in San Francisco. Like, I'll show you. So, like, even Devers on Tuesday is 450. And then where is Herrera? He's 870. So there you go. And I would still pick him again on Tuesday. I don't know if I'd put him in a parlay against Logan Webb, but maybe. So once again, I like Herrera. I think Burleson is fine. Looks like Newbar's back too. I didn't know that. Not in the lineup Sunday. Okay. Well, I probably wouldn't take Newbar, but Herrera and Burleson, they're fine. And then Ramos is hot too. I think he hit a leadoff. I don't know if he led off the game, but he hit one in the first inning. So Ramos and Devers are fine. As far as like Adames and Chapman, they're okay. I'm okay with them, but they have cooled off quite a bit. So just keep that in mind. And then I just wouldn't take Aldridge. I just wouldn't. I think he's too baity. Feels too baity. All right. So Ramos, Devers, Herrera, and Burleson. Then the Astros go to Sacramento. Interesting. Over under 10. This looks good. This looks like a fun game. Pena, Altuve, Carrero. I mean, literally, see this whole lineup is righties against the lefty. Yeah. Take literally any Astro you want. If I had to pick a favorite, I would say Walker and Paredes. Actually, Paredes would be my favorite. He did hit on Sunday. They didn't play today. Yeah, they played Monday. So Paredes and Walker would be my favorites. But literally, this is an intriguing stack, maybe. I probably wouldn't take Smith or Myers in the stack, but that's interesting. I really like Astros here. And they're very desperate for wins. They've fallen off the face of the earth. Look at this. The Mariners, which, by the way, at the All-Star break was my World Series pick before they got Suarez. I know right now it's the Phillies, but don't be surprised if it's the Phillies and Mariners in the World Series. And look at the Astros. They're 3 back, and so they're going to be in the wild card because the Rangers are 5 back. Okay. Well, at least they'll be in the wild card. Okay. But they want to win, you know. All right. And then as far as athletics go, Butler, I like Butler more when he leads off. So Butler's fine. Worker's okay. It's just not an afternoon or Saturday. Kurtz I love. Butler, Kurtz, Soderstrom's okay too. And Max Muncy's back. The other Max Muncy. Interesting. Maybe parlay the Muncies. Dodgers, Max Muncy, and athletics Max Muncy. Yes, there are 2 Max Muncies in baseball. Just in case somebody didn't know. The more you know. Hi, Gracie. Hi. You want me to pet you? All right. So, yeah, I would easily say the 2 best looking games on paper are the Houston Athletic and the or what was the other one I liked a lot? Oh, KC-LA. Those 2 look really good. And is there any others? This game looks okay. It might be a little baity, but the Yankee game looks okay, and then the Phillies look good too. And then Tampa. So those games, this looks like a pretty good last Stringer Tuesday of the year. So it's exciting. Let's see what other shenanigans. When I tail Steve, it misses, but when I don't, it hits. Oh, God. Or Wings. I like Wings is funny. He's a funny guy. Cool. Well, once again, I'll put the Discord in the description. And I hope we had another parlay on Tuesday because this was freaking fun as hell to hit this on a Monday 3-game slate. Go figure, right? So sweet. All right. Well, you all have a great night. And if you live somewhere else in the world, have a great morning and afternoon. And I will see you later. All right. Peace.